I mean, good for like my longest standing record before I actually started walking out freedom that I detail in the book was 11 months, like almost a year. So I have a book. It's called You Can Be Free.
Ba-ding.
Yeah, Overcoming Temptation and Habitual Sin by the Power and Promises of the Gospel. And in that book, I detail how people can walk out freedom biblically and practically, because I think that we need both. As much as we need faith, we need practicals to know what to do when it comes to when we face temptation, when we have just so commonly given in to whatever compulsion or addiction or desire or sin struggle that we have. Like, how do we actually get free? And so the specific sin that I struggled with, this book is for anyone and everyone, but the specific sin I struggled with that I never, ever thought I would ever talk about, but then God made me write a book about it. Funny how that happens. Is how when I was 4 years old, and again when I was 7 years old, and again when I was 10 years old, I was exposed to pornography.
Sure.
And it had such a foothold in my life. And for the longest time, it was something that I struggled with watching it and viewing it and just everything that, can lead to in your life. And I felt so disgusted with myself, especially after I came to faith when I was 14 and I gave my life to Jesus. I mean, good for like my longest standing record before I actually started walking out freedom that I detail in the book was 11 months, like almost a year. And then I gave in and I was like, what is going on? I cannot get free from this thing. But I know freedom is in Christ. I know that I can resist temptation like with Christ. Like I know these things are possible, but I'm not seeing it for me. And it wasn't until I got to college my freshman year that I actually began walking out freedom in this freedom journey with Jesus. And that's what the book details, is how I was able to find actual lasting freedom from the sin, even from the shame and the lies that I was believing, so that I could walk in newness in Christ. And it's just been so beautiful to write a book on it and to have like tons of people reach out to me saying like, I actually feel seen for the first time. And I'm like, great, now walk it out. Like there are more of us than you realize who struggle just with sin in general. It's a human problem. Like we all struggle with it. And we need to create a culture that doesn't necessarily embrace sin and allow sin to flourish, but embraces the sinner so that they can walk in freedom. So that's the hope of my book.